All right, now we got 2022 freestyles of the year. There's so many freestyle platforms out there, but it was super hard to narrow it down to 10 freestyles that I actually enjoy. Numbers don't mean anything. I know there's a couple freestyles that y'all gonna be mad at me about, but we could talk about that at the end. Let's get into it. We got number 10. We got Busy Banks on a radar freestyle. This was something that was very unexpected. Busy Banks came home, and I think he was home for a couple of days, and no one really realized until he made that Instagram post, and then it was like only a couple of days later we seen him on the radar, and he dropped this freestyle. This was super fire. And this was his first track in I think 2023 for real. Where he dropped one track while he was locked up, but this is like the first day out track. It was super fire. Busy Banks punchlines, lyrically speaking, flow, everything about him just screams Bronx. I said Bronx, Brooklyn drill, and I really enjoy his music. I think he's super underrated. I think he should have been hit mainstream, but I don't know what's holding him back. I don't know what it is, but he is like one of the best Brooklyn drill rappers, and me personally, I think he's my favorite drill rapper. Shout out Busy Banks. Number 9, Dougie B's Hazard Lights freestyle. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Keep It 100 song. It's one of the songs. I know he dropped the song right after, but regardless of the fact, we didn't get no Dougie B music, and this for like a while. It was like a couple months where we were like, "Where's Dougie B at?" I think the whole summer he didn't drop anything, and then this I think came out in like August, September, and it was fire. I'm fucking with this Hazard Lights. That they're one of them platforms that have I don't know, they've done a lot this year and they've done their thing. They got a lot of different artists on there, but I'm talking about Dougie B. There was the TG Crippy one, the B Love one. I have Sage Really Hazard Lights. There's been so many people that came on this platform, dropped a hit, and then it was so fire that they had to drop their own music video to it. And I think this is one of them for Dougie B. Shout out Dougie B. All right, number 8, we got TG Crippy. Initially, I think this is on Red Lights Freestyle. Shout out No More Heroes, but TG Crippy, this right here was one of them tracks that I listened to a couple more times before I really like understood why people were gassing it so much. The lyrically speaking, I think TG Crippy is super gifted, talented, and I feel like the end of 2023, he was locked up for a couple months here and there, not here and there, but like I think he got locked up in like May, June, and didn't get out until like August, September, or something like that. He was gone for a second, but he ended up coming home, and he's been dropping tracks here and there, but this right here stood out a lot to me, just lyrically speaking, because, man, TG Crippy can make a good-ass song, and I think he's one of them guys that can make a good-ass drill song that can go mainstream, that everybody can enjoy, and I can't say that for a lot of drill rappers, especially ones coming out the Bronx. Number 7, Shawnee Bonnie. This might be my top 5 on the radar freestyles. Shawnee Bonnie right here, she went crazy. I think she definitely has the best female freestyle on the radar freestyle, or any freestyle, regardless of where it's at. Because Shawnee Bonnie, this might be my favorite track. I may be gassing it, but this might be my favorite track from a female drill rapper ever. Like, I'm talking about this year, but yeah, Shawnee Bonnie, this was super fire. It's one of the only female drill songs I could play in the car and really like bump my head to. Number 6, Sage Really. We just talked about Sage Really and Hazard Lights, and this was like a stepping stone in his career. This right here, I think it came out less than a month after the Lil TJ situation. We all know what he said in the freestyle. He ended up making this a song, and I think both videos, the Hazard Lights and the official video, got 500K views. That just goes to show how fire this song was. Unfortunate that Sage Really has to diss on a track for people to recognize his talent. But regardless of the fact, again, Hazard Lights showing up and showing that you can come on a platform and drop a hit and everybody pays attention to it. Shout out Hazard Lights. Number 5, we got Kyle Rich, Tata, Jen Carter on the radar freestyle. This right here, people say the 4-1 Bob, the 4-1 freestyle, but this right here I think was really like, it was a hit right off the bat. I don't really enjoy this one, but I kind of do. Like, we got the C Red song is fire. The Kyle Rich, when he initially jumped on the first beat, was fire. Like, this was really 4-1's coming out party, because I think they hit like 1 million in a week or something like that. Like, this shit went viral, and I think this really has a big impact on like drill as a whole this year. They really did their thing on this, and to do multiple beats, that's tough. I know there's 3 of them, but still, this was fire right here. Number 4, 26AR Blockwork TV. This is when he went back and forth with OMB JD. I didn't know which one to pick, and I think the other one it got taken down because like samples or whatever. But this right here was fire. Lyrically speaking, this just came out of nowhere. Like this OMB JD back and forth with 26 was just crazy, bro. Like I never expected that ever, but it was like this one platform just keeps going back and forth. They keep responding, and it was like they never dragged it either. It was like they both dropped 2 freestyles, and they left it at that. And then unfortunately, JD would get locked up. But regardless of the fact, this was what I want to hear from drill rappers. I want to hear this like when B Love did set the trend on that Hazard Lights. I want to see Set the Trend go back on Hazard Lights. I know he went back on Hazard Lights, but that's fire right there. Like they keep going back and forth on that platform. You feel me? It's something to look forward to and gives the fans more what's it called, content to see from you. Number 3, just talking about it on BJD Blockwork TV. I put JD in front of 26 just because JD, I don't know, he was on a different level with the disses. Like I think 26 got the lyrics, but the dissing that JD did, and man, JD was just different. He was on a different mode, and I think if I'm not mistaken, JD was the one that started it, and 26 just responded. But regardless of the fact, don't matter who started, who stopped it, whatever. JD did his thing. But they're on the same level. I just gotta put JD1, JD3, or 264. They're at the same level. I look at them at the same. Number 2, JD again. JD's Red Light Freestyle. This really came out of nowhere. This is damn, I forget the song. It was a Talk Facts sample, the Talk Facts with RPT and shit like that. This right here came out of nowhere. We're talking about lyrically speaking from JD. This was top tier. Like he really talked about what he's been through, what he's going against. We know this is the last track last video I think that he recorded before he went in. And you feel me, he's gonna be going for a couple of years. It seemed like unfortunately he had the indictment pending, and it seemed like it caught up with him. And it's very unfortunate that he dropped this type of music once he's locked up. But we just have so much more to look forward to when he comes out and comes home, and hopefully we get more tracks like this from JD, because lyrically speaking, you could hear his pain, bro, and it's so fire. I love hearing stuff like this. And as you can see, there's a trend. You feel me? The last 4 have been all lyrically speaking, lyrically like driven tracks where that's just what I fell in love with drill for, and always gonna have that niche for it. Like I want to hear you talk about something you've been through, but also making me have to listen to it 3 times to get a new bar. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but yeah, number 1, just like the last 3, VELLY VELLZ. I think it's a no-brainer. This was one of them when I initially heard it. I was like, oh, this can be top 5. Right now, I'm listening to this shit damn near every day, and this is probably number 1. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm listening to this. He did 2 different beats and did 2 different switch ups. Like the first beat, it was like always just talking this shit. He talking his tough shit, and then the next track, he talking about like, damn, like when I go to the cells, ain't nobody gonna be with me. I'm gonna be lonely in there. And then, fortunately, this is the last freestyle again, just like JD, that he dropped before he went in, and now he has a pending indictment where they were saying he was the leader of the 300 Bloodhound Brims. I don't know. It's crazy. So, and I think that's a minimum 5 years. I'm praying the best for VELLY VELLZ. Hopefully, they don't got sit for anything more than, I don't know, a couple years. But I don't know. 5 years, if it's the minimum, that's tough. But hopefully, he gets less. Hopefully, he can get out good behavior, shit like that. Because this really showed off his lyrical ability and his talent. Because man, I was watching reactions to this to people that don't even watch drill, and they was like, man, he's probably the best drill rapper. And it's like, y'all so late, which is fine, but y'all gotta look at it as a whole category. There's not gonna be songs like the second beat in this, but he has so many other good songs. And I've been on VELLY for like a year or so now, and he took that little break in 2023 and then came back. He dropped the album, or like an EP, I don't know what it was. I think it was like 12, 13 songs. You can go listen to that. But yeah, man, free VELLY, free everybody on this list. I don't know how many people were locked up. I know JD, VELLY, all them. But yeah, if you before we get out of here, there was the TG Crippy one. I think it was like On the Block or something. I know it was another TG Crippy freestyle. I know Set the Trend had like the Grims in the Back freestyle. That was like another one. There was a couple more, Shy K. There was a couple freestyles that I know got a lot of views that y'all probably mad at me about. But this is just me ranking my favorite top 10 freestyles. And again, shout out VELLY. She was fire, man. Free VELLY. But yeah.